Hello everyone and welcome back to Mr. Alex YouTube channel. Now in this opportunity we would like to discuss about the tips and the tricks, all of the IELTS skills, listening, reading, writing and speaking. Of course they will be discussed. Okay, if you didn't want to miss these concepts and theories in these IELTS videos, of course you need to subscribe and don't forget to subscribe for everyone who doesn't subscribe it yet. Now we are going to talk about reading first. Sometimes most of the IELTS candidates think reading is the most difficult and the biggest challenge if you want to achieve a 9 of your IELTS band score, because you need to have more words, because the more words you have, the more understand what you hear and what you read on the passage. But not all the people could say like that, because for me, I don't have more vocabularies, but I could achieve 9 in the IELTS of the reading skills, because we have tips and tricks, of course. The first thing that you need in the reading IELTS, you need to have the time management, because time is very important and very crucial. Sometimes you will read the passage in longer time or more time, and you didn't realize that you will waste your time, because in the reading test you will be given only 60 minutes or 1 hour to read 3 passages and 40 questions. Of course, time management is very crucial to manage. Talking about the time, of course, we have known about the 2 concepts and theories. In order to achieve your IELTS reading score 9, you need to have and familiar with the reading first. Of course, the first, you need to have and more understandings about the types of the questions will be given in the reading IELTS test. The question types are like matching headings, matching endings, matching cause effects, matching informations. Also, you need to have more skills in completion, summary completion, sentence completion, short answer, true false not given, yes no not given, and the last is multiple choice question. Sometimes in this multiple choice question you need to have more answers than the questions given. Like one question it could have 4 to 3 answers. Okay, most of the questions will be discussed and will be answered by skimming and scanning. We need to have those skills, because skimming and scanning are rapid reading techniques in order to have understanding on the reading passage. Okay, now we are going to talk about the tips and tricks in order to get more correct answers in the reading questions. First, we need to have understanding of the questions. The first, you need to read the questions carefully. Sometimes you need to answer with one word or 2 words, 1 word or 1 number, 2 words or 1 number, or 2 words and or a number. You must be very careful, because if the questions need to have 3 words and your answers are 4 words, of course you will be incorrect and you will lose your scores. If the questions ask you to have 1 word and or number, and you will be given in your answer sheet with the 2 words, of course it will lose your scores. So please pay attention about the rule of the questions given, 1 or a single words or 2 words. Okay, now we are talking about, the first is talking about the understanding of the questions. If you understand the questions and you need to have other skills, what is other skills you need? The second one is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is like how could you understand the vocabulary on the passage or you reading passage, but you don't need to understand all the vocabularies. What you need to understand on the reading passage is the vocabulary that appears on the questions, because sometimes the vocabularies on the questions will be different from on the reading passage. That's we call paraphrasing. And the third, you need to have time management skill, skimming and scanning. Skimming and scanning are rapid reading techniques in order to find the main idea of each paragraph, on the reading passage. Skimming is how could you find the main idea in general understanding, and scanning how could you find the main idea in detailed understanding. So you need to have skimming first. If you didn't understand the passage and you need to more understand, then we use the scanning skill. Okay, and the last is elimination. You need to eliminate because this skills is very important. Sometimes when you have two answers and you need to pick which one is the correct answer, you need to eliminate which one you need to have and which one you need to pick. Okay, now we are going to talk about paraphrasing. In the IELTS test, your job is basically to understand all the passages on the reading passage. You don't need to have more words or more vocabularies, but you need to have how could you know about the paraphrasing. For the first, paraphrase is how could you have the words which has same meaning but in different forms, like this. Here I will give you some examples with the original sentence that could be appeared in the questions, and the P is paraphrase that will be appear on the reading passage. Let's take a look. Her life spent years of incredible change for women, and you cannot find the words her life, and you also cannot find spent years and also incredible change. But for the first, in paraphrasing, you need to have the meaning in original. You need to know what the meaning of these words, and these words. Keep the meaning inside your mind, and by using skimming, go to the passage, and you need to have and find the words which the similar meaning to the words that in the questions. Her life in the questions, you will find on the passage Mary lived. Her could be Mary and life could be lived. They are same in the meaning but different forms. Spend years, there are two words, and you cannot find those words on the passage, but you will find through an era. Yeah, years could be an era, spent it could be through, and they are same meaning but in different forms. And again, of incredible change, maybe of they are same of in the original or in the question and the passage they are same, but incredible you cannot find incredible, but you will find liberating. Yeah, and the change will have the same meaning as reform. Change and reform are the same meaning. And the last, for women and for women, they are not paraphrasing. Only 3 words in the questions that will be paraphrased on the passage. This the first skill you need to have, because sometimes when the IELTS candidates try to find her life, the word spend years and incredible change, they need to waste more time because they will look for the same words, but you will not find. But you will find Mary lived, spend years, through an era, incredible change, and liberating reform. Okay, if you want to know more the paraphrasing skills and the exercises and the feedbacks from the tutors, you could join our IELTS online class, and don't forget you need to subscribe our YouTube channel to know more about these skills. And bye.